Okay, let's dive in. You know how sometimes learning new English words feels a bit temporary, like they don't quite stick?
Yeah, it's a really common challenge. Just memorizing lists often isn't enough. Our brains seem to need a bit more context, something to hang the words on.
Exactly. So for this deep dive, we're trying something a bit different. We're going to explore some useful English vocabulary through a short story set somewhere familiar.
A coffee shop, right. A place most people can picture easily.
Precisely. So the plan is we'll hear the story bit by bit, pull out key words, break down what they mean, and give you a chance to practice saying them. Then a quick check at the end.
The idea is that hearing the words in a situation helps cement them. It's about making the learning more active and hopefully more effective.
Right. Think of it like a little vocabulary workout. Okay, ready? Let's set the scene. Picture Emma walking into her favorite local coffee shop. She orders her usual a caramel latte.
You can almost smell the coffee already. That immediate visualization is helpful.
But then, the first sip. It's not quite what she expected. And that brings us to our first word. Emma takes a sip and thinks, this tastes a little bitter.
Ah, bitter. That's a key taste word. It means a strong, often, well, unpleasant taste. Like black coffee without any sugar or milk, perhaps.
Yeah, exactly. So bitter. A strong, unpleasant taste. We've got an example sentence too. The medicine was bitter.
Okay, let's try saying it. Repeat after me. Bitter.
Bitter. Good. And notice how the medicine example shows it's not just for coffee. It's a general word for that kind of sharp, unpleasant taste.
Okay, so Emma's not thrilled. She goes back to the counter. Luckily, the person working there, Ryan, seems helpful. He says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me remake that for you. Perhaps I misunderstood your order."
Okay, two useful ones there. Let's take remake first. It's pretty straightforward. It just means to make something again.
Like Ryan's going to make a new latte. Okay, say.
Remake. And the second one he used was misunderstand. Right. Misunderstand. That means to not understand correctly. Simple as that. Maybe he thought she said vanilla or something.
Exactly. It happens. So let's practice that one. Misunderstand.
Misunderstand. It's interesting how those two words, remake and misunderstand, often pop up together in these kinds of service situations.
Well, it's a polite way to handle a potential error, isn't it? Acknowledging a possible misunderstanding and offering to fix it, to remake it.
Good point. So Emma, she seems pretty relaxed about it. She replies, "Oh, it's no problem at all. The atmosphere here is so lovely, I don't mind waiting a few minutes."
Ah, atmosphere. That's a nice one. It refers to the overall feeling or mood of a place, how it feels to be there.
Yeah, like, is it busy, quiet, friendly? Our example is, this cafe has a cozy or comfortable atmosphere. Okay, your turn. Atmosphere.
Atmosphere. Think about your favorite cafe. What's the atmosphere like? Cozy, lively, relaxed.
Good question. So while Emma's waiting for her remade drink, guess who walks in? Her friend Jessica. Emma spots her and says, "Hey, Jessica, what a coincidence seeing you here."
Coincidence. That's a great word for when things happen together unexpectedly, purely by chance. You didn't plan it, it just happened.
Right, like running into someone you know. Our example, meeting you is a coincidence. Let's practice. Coincidence.
Coincidence. Have you had any interesting coincidences lately? It's always a bit surprising when they happen.
Definitely.
Mm.
So Jessica replies, "I know. I actually come here most mornings. Ryan knows my order by heart now."
Ah, so now we officially meet Ryan.
Yes. In this story, Ryan isn't just a name. It represents the job title, basically a person who makes coffee in a cafe, a barista.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the example. Ryan made a perfect cappuccino. Let's just say the name, thinking of the role. Ryan.
Ryan. It's useful to have that term, even if it's a name here, for the coffee maker.
So Emma explains her situation briefly. That's handy. I just had to quickly complain about my drink. It was a bit bitter, but they're making me a new one.
Complain. Okay, so this means to say that something is unsatisfactory or wrong. You're expressing dissatisfaction, politely, hopefully, like Emma seems to be doing. The example sentence. She had to complain about the order. Let's try it. Complain.
Complain. It's something we sometimes have to do, isn't it?
True. Just then, Ryan arrives with a new drink. He says, "Here you go, one fresh caramel latte."
Fresh, meaning newly made or just prepared. We use it for lots of things, not just coffee.
Like fresh bread, fresh juice. Our example is, they brought fresh pastries. Okay, repeat. Fresh.
Fresh. You can almost taste the difference when something's really fresh.
Absolutely. And finally, the moment of truth. Emma takes a sip of the new fresh latte. She smiles. Now this is delicious.
Ah, delicious. A wonderful word. It simply means very tasty or tastes really good.
Yes. The example, the cake was delicious. Let's say with enthusiasm, delicious.
Delicious, that's the goal, right? For the coffee, the kick, whatever it is.
Fantastic. Okay, wow, we covered quite a few words there just from that short coffee shop story. Bitter, remake, misunderstand, atmosphere, coincidence, Ryan, the coffee maker role, complain, fresh, and delicious.
And we don't just list them. We saw how they were used, define them, and you got to practice saying them.
Exactly. So now let's do a really quick quiz just to help lock those words in. No pressure at all. Ready?
Let's do it. Quick fire.
Okay, question 1. What drink did Emma order originally?
A caramel latte.
Got it. What does the word bitter describe?
A strong, unpleasant taste.
Perfect. Now, thinking about the feeling of the coffee shop, what's a word for comfortable and relaxing? We mentioned it in an example.
That would be cozy.
Cozy, yes. Why did Ryan offer to remake Emma's latte?
Because the first one was bitter.
Right. And what does it mean if you misunderstand something?
It means you didn't understand it correctly.
What do we call it when you meet someone unexpectedly, by chance?
That's a coincidence.
Good. In our story, who is Ryan? What's his role?
He's the person making the coffee, the barista.
Excellent. What might you do if you're unhappy with an order? The word we learned.
You might complain.
You might. And if something is newly made, like Emma's second latte, it's
fresh.
Last one. If food or drink tastes really, really good, it's
Delicious.
awesome. Great job working through those. Now, just to wrap up, take a moment yourself. Think about the last time you were in a cafe, or maybe just having a drink or snack somewhere.
Yeah, try to connect these words to your own life.
Could you have used any of these words? Maybe the coffee was a bit bitter, or perhaps the pastry was truly delicious. Did you enjoy the atmosphere? Was seeing a friend there a coincidence?
How does actually knowing and maybe even trying to use words like misunderstand or complain politely or fresh and delicious, how does that make you feel about navigating everyday English conversations?
That's really the goal here, building that confidence bit by bit.
It's about turning passive knowledge into an active tool you can actually use.
So just to recap, we explored bitter, remake, misunderstand, atmosphere, coincidence, Ryan, the coffee guy, complain, fresh and delicious, all wrapped up in a simple coffee shop scenario.
And hopefully learning them this way with context and practice helps them stick a little better than just seeing them on a list.
Absolutely. The key now is to keep noticing these words out in the world, maybe in shows or conversations, and definitely try using them when you get the chance.
Every little bit of practice helps build that fluency and confidence. Keep listening. Keep speaking.
Well, that's all the time we have for this vocabulary deep dive. Thanks so much for joining us for this virtual coffee break.
We hope you found it useful. Until next time.